Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even sat down, still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the Indianapolis Colts. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense for the Colts, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
70.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. To throw is Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But you look at this defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Troy Anderson.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Justin Fields
Keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Dragons, nothing.
Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the 1st quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
It's now 3rd down.
19 right. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's taken in by Franklin. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
A 7-yard gain.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get that complete to Franklin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. There he goes again. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It's certainly a quarterback who has the arm. He also has the legs, Charles.
And haven't we seen over time these quarterbacks just get more and more athletic as they go along? We're not just talking about guys who can throw the football and stay in the pocket, but when they run, they hurt a defense.
And he hurt the defense right there. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Colts have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Colts 21, Dragons 0. Cam Little to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You look at this Colt defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Five
21-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Let's go.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Watson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he will bring it back. Interception return for a Colts TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Here's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there. 41 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun again to Mitchell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Red. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. Come back team.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 4th down, Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Mims, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here we go, son. Come on, son.
Now Fields going to move them around.
Go.
They'll start on the ground with Wright. To about the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now an audible here into something else. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Green light. Easy.
They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Hold the ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
First down, here's Mitchell. Past the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Don't jump. Ready? Move 58. Trust. Punch right. Hey, can. Right.
Here's Fields.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, can. EQ. Right.
Back to throw. Fields. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a close touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Camp Little to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A gain of 14.
Now Watson.
First down.
Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
From the 41, this is second and a yard.
Back to throw, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Come on. Set. Viking 18. Ready, right?
Watson looks to throw again.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And when you throw as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. To throw is Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Extend. EQ.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And his throw here is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
So run it down. This all is out. To run it down. To run it up. To run it down.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here we go, son. Green 19, just hut. Hey, can. Go.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They're on the 4-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Second and
10.
At the 3-yard line.
Let's go. 70, 18.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and touchdown. A great effort there, 62 yards.
And the Dragons are able to cut into that deficit.
Gay is on for the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Next to score, Colts 42, Dragons 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
You heard my man, the love controller, the lever king, I told you. Harbor in and let the journey begin.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 35 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
26-yard line.
Now Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 26 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dragons 21.
Kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Devon Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Extend. Go back in. Go back in. 331. 331. Hey, can. Right.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to air one out. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards.
And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
56. Dragons 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is
he's got a man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Dragons are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Chip slip. 11. Extend. Right.
Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. On the zone read, a good to right. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Complete to right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here we go. Turn ball, shot. Delta.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's got this to Williams, complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. 5:51, 12 go. EQ. Right.
Again, Fields. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Hey, Ken.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Green 19, right.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case,
and he takes it in for a Colts score. Justin Fields. 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Colts are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Tokyo, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Arthur Miller. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38-yard line.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Up, let's go. Here we go. Sit high. Up, move 58. EQ. Sit high.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
To throw once more on second and 10. Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, Side. Turbo, Side. Side.
They'll run on first down with Wright. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. We're good. Green 19.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But it's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
28.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Watson. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Look at the big fella go. And he's across for a touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big pickup at 38.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Here we go. Green 19, Justin. Right.
On third down, here's a run by Wright.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go. Green 19, can I see that? Tonight.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Go.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
35.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Watson. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Colts take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
Extend. 11, 11, 11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.